Bryce Kennedy. Bears will move from our left to our right, and they're all white uniforms, navy numbers trimmed in gold. Northern New Mexico with the dark road jerseys, blue numbers trimmed in red. John Cooch in the paint, wants to go to work, lowers the shoulder, spins out, finds Bodie Hume. Extra pass now right back into John Cooch. Top of the key to Cuxhausen, right wing, quick trigger, 3-ball up and in off the bat for Cuxhausen.
Straight to it. Always like to see when the first shot goes in. Look for a big night from Cuxhausen.
Cuxhausen really taking advantage of his opportunity in the starting lineup at 11 against Washington State to pace Northern Colorado. On the attack, the Eagles. Near side, Satterfield Jr. now top of the key to Weaver. Hands it off to Mark Howard Jr. Now with 5 to shoot on the attack. Satterfield gets right to the cup, can't get it to go, and tapped around to Cuxhausen. Quickly ahead, throws it away. Turnover number 1 for Northern Colorado.
Yeah, one big key in this game as well. If you look back in that Hawaii Classic that Northern Colorado played in, they did take an L to a non-Division I team, Hawaii Hilo. Had 17 turnovers in that game. Huge key tonight. If they take care of the ball, they should be able to control the evening.
24 points off those turnovers for Hawaii Hilo, as you mentioned. Before the Bears lead 2-0, they're just underway in Greeley. On the attack, step through move with the left hand. Nice move there by Damian Thomas, the 6'8" sophomore from DeSoto, Texas.
Yeah, you got to represent Dallas. That's home for me, so I got to give him a shout out.
Strong move there, puts the Eagles on the board. 3-2 Northern Colorado leads. Matt Johnson, the second on the attack. Spin move in the lane, right hand off the window, up and in for Northern Colorado.
Yeah, great move there. I always like to see when he's aggressive early in the game. I think when he scores, he does so many things for this team, keeps them stable. He's the rock defensively and offensively, but when he scores, it gives him a whole nother added punch.
Weaver on the attack, a little shake and bake. He'll step back high, arcing three is too strong, and Cuxhausen has another rebound for Northern Colorado. Another look at a 3-ball, ring it up, can't give him that look. Too easy for Drew Cuxhausen.
Already with 2, he gets another one, he's going to be on fire. I knew it when he had a little bit of space. It's like he's letting that fly. When the first one goes in, a shooter's looking for any opportunity to shoot the next one, and he just got it.
He's first in the Big Sky Conference in three-pointers made with 27. Add 2 to that total already here in the early going. 8-2 Northern Colorado leads. Great start for the Bears. Step back 3 is no good once again by Jamal Harris. And the Bears want to run, but again, they throw a pass that's intercepted. Harris quickly in transition. Step through move again is off the mark, tapped up, nearly tapped in before Bodie Hume secures it for the Bears. Matt Johnson the second, 3-ball, Cuxhausen. That one was contested and no good. Good defense there by Mark Howard Jr.
Yeah, great recognition by Johnson to even find him to get his heat check. Going back to the turnovers, part of how that happens where you get turnovers in a game like this is kind of when you just think, hey, we're better than this other team. You get a little bit bored, you lack a little bit of focus, and that's where some of those turnovers can happen.
First personal foul of the game is called on Weaver. The free throws for Bodie Hume and Northern Colorado. Hume just 21 of 34 on the season at the charity stripe, 57.5%. First free throw up and good.
Yeah, when he's aggressive early in the game, again, getting to the free throw line, whether they go in or not, it just gives him a chance to get some more reps, more shots up, kind of feel good about his contribution. And we always talk about when his first shot today wasn't a 3, that's probably a good sign.
Yeah, aggressive to the rack, and there's a foul whistled on Bryce Kennedy for Northern Colorado. Kennedy, the sophomore out of Allen, Texas.
Little full court pressure. Another Dallas kid, by the way, for those on the broadcast. Allen, Texas is in Dallas. Full court extension pressure that didn't want it to go into number 4. Kept it away from Howard and had someone else bring it up, Joe Satterfield.
Satterfield has it ISO'd on the wing. Kicks right back to him. He'll fire up a 3 and bury it for the Eagles.
Ranger Junior College. He played some high-level junior college basketball there at Ranger, so he's not afraid of playing against anybody in this gym today. He looked like it on that last shot.
John Cooch and the Bears run their motion offense. comes near side, now into Bryce Kennedy. Kennedy with a tough catch. He's being held by the aforementioned Satterfield. And it'll be a foul on Satterfield, 2 on the Eagles. Zach Block will check in for Northern Colorado. First Bear off the bench, replacing Kennedy.
Yeah, 2 guys that don't play a ton of minutes normally when you have the full squad playing, so it'd be great to see those guys get some extended minutes, build some confidence, and have some success out here at home today.
Little 2-3 zone on the inbound by Ryan Cordova's team. Cookshausen left open. You can't do that.
Another one. There's another one. There's number 3 he was looking for. He's 3 of 4 from 3 already. Again, look for a big game for Cookshausen from 3 tonight.
Already 9 for the transfer from McNeese State, 13-5, an 8-point advantage for Northern Colorado. They've done exactly what you want to do in a game like this. Get out the gates quickly.
Yep.
As it's taken away by Cord John Cooch with the steal. Bears in transition. They've had a couple turnovers here in the early going. Now they'll slow things up. Reset offense. Inside to Coor. Coor's going to drive middle, gets in the paint up with the right hand.
Fella. Nice move, big fella. With attack, showing the right hand hook over the shoulder.
Coor was 5 for 5 against Washington State. Had 11 points to match Cookshausen to lead Northern Colorado. And it's a 10-point advantage, 15-5.
They've done a really good job defensively, Northern Colorado has so far. All of their shots for Northern New Mexico have been shot much when they were home. They've played conference games. They've gotten off to a great start there. So I think Coach Miley is definitely excited about how they've started and just want to continue to build on it and take care of the ball. They take care of the ball. They're shooting 83% from the field. They'll get what they want against this team tonight, I believe.
Little 1-3-1 by the Eagles, and it's no avail. Matt Johnson, the second, buries the triple for Northern Colorado.
Yeah, just like we're saying, just get what they want offensively. I think they'll be able to score all night long. They're not getting any resistance so far from Northern New Mexico. And then they've done a good job defensively. They forced turnovers. They've been able to force contested twos. UNC looks like they're taking care of business at the highest level they could so far.
And we talk a lot about Northern Colorado's ability to shoot the 3-ball. One of their underrated things they can do is defend the 3 as well.
Another one.
Gets that friendly bounce here at the home cooking, and it's a 16-point advantage right here for the Bears, 21-5.
Yeah, last year one of the better teams, to follow your comment, one of the better teams in the country at defending the 3, still doing it at a really high level, really high rate, especially at home. And on cue, another missed 3 from Northern New Mexico.
There's an offensive rebound and a putback by Satterfield, and the foul whistle against Cookshausen. It'll be number 1 on Cookshausen. And one opportunity for Satterfield.
Satterfield from Chicago, Illinois. Played at Ranger Junior College. Tough competitor so far tonight for Northern New Mexico.
Left that one short. Quick trigger on the 3, up and in. Zach Block, no hesitation, and Northern Colorado is lights out right now from the 3-point line.
They are definitely on fire. One thing Coach talked about before the game was that they had to really slow Block down as far as a freshman. He was used to scoring. He was the 2A player of the year in Kansas as a junior, went to Colorado Prep, was a scoring kind of offensive-minded guy. He's really played a role for them. They've had to get him into that role, and they said here they got to get him more aggressive offensively. He's showing that aggressive offensive mentality there with the made 3. Hopefully he can continue to build on that, and that's the great part about these games. You get guys that don't normally get extended minutes and have to play a bigger role than they normally would have to play because you need some scoring with your leading scorer out, and also with Dalton also out. So good job so far early on by Northern Colorado offensively.
3-ball up and in there by Thomas. Second 3 of the game for the Eagles. Makes it a 14-point game. Theo Hughes is checked in for Northern Colorado, the 7-footer from London, England. Bodie Hume's going to back down Weaver, and Weaver's going to get whistled for the reach-in foul. There will be number 2 on Tyreek Weaver. Bryce Kennedy checks back in. Trent Hudgens checks in for the first time here tonight for Northern Colorado. Mohamed Jafari, the 6'5 junior from Tehran, Iran, into the game. as is Ricardo Zambrano. Zambrano's a 60% shooter from the three-point line. He's 21 of 35 on the year, so not just a small sample size for him. Hudgens on the attack, gets in the paint, might have gotten away with a walk, gets it back out to block. We'll reset the offense here near side zone for Northern New Mexico. Hughes inside,
nice
finds
pass.
Hudgens, and Hudgens is on the sideline and out of bounds. Third turnover for Northern Colorado.
Great ball movement. We haven't seen this lineup all year long. I don't think they've ever played together, so a little bit of the kinks have to be worked out, but love to see the ball moving for Northern Colorado there and the unselfishness.
Zambrano on the wing. Thomas just hit one, lines up another one. Too strong, and Hudgens high on the backside for Northern Colorado. Bears the other way. Quickly offensively, Block lines it up and knocks it in for Northern Colorado. Second three for Block.
Love to see the freshman get some confidence offensively. Again, Coach talked about it before the game. Just Coach Farringer, that is, talked about what a scorer he was in high school and had to deprogram him a little bit because they have so much scoring, and he is a freshman trying to get minutes. Now with some guys out, he gets to show that scoring ability, and hopefully that gives him confidence when the team is back full strength. Now you have another added weapon to your arsenal.
Keys in the paint with a little floater up and in for Keyshawn Keys, this freshman guard from Las Cruces, New Mexico. 15-point advantage, 27-12 here in the first half. Media timeout, next dead ball. Matt Johnson, the second, lost it in the paint. Zambrano comes out with it. Back out to Zambrano, looking for some space for three. Good closeout defense there by Block.
Zambrano is their version of Cookshausen. That's the best way you can describe his ability to shoot.
Keys wants to get in the paint, does. Kicks back out, Thomas on the attack, and it looks like it hit off his thigh. It's not as easy as they're making it look right now.
No, it's not. I mean, I think, again, going back to their schedule, they just got done playing two high major teams, two Pac-12 teams. They were treated a little bit like they were not in that conference, and that's what they're doing tonight to Northern New Mexico. They're treating them as if, hey, you guys don't necessarily belong on the same court with us. You're going to have to earn this. We've played against the big boys on the big stage. We're definitely not afraid of this. And they're probably hungry for it. They want to go home on a good note and show how good they are and defend that undefeated home court that they've earned so far this season.
Foul was whistled against Keys. Now another quick foul.
Part I love about it so far is that you have two starters out. Your leading scorer's out, the leading scorer in the Big Sky Conference, and Dalen Kuntz. You also have kind of your Swiss Army knife, versatility guys out. So to have this big of a lead without two starters says a lot about their focus tonight.
Foul was whistled against Alejandro Hernandez Ruiz, the 6'6 sophomore from Madrid, Spain. Another turnover by Northern Colorado. That quickly brings the starters up off the bench. Hernandez Ruiz will line one up from deep, and it's no good, and the Bears want to run. Blocks into the front court, 1-on-3. He'll circle, dribble out, and reset the offense. Bodie Hume, the only normal starter on the floor for Northern Colorado. Block. Thought about the deep three, gets in the paint behind the back dribble, step back jumper, and Zach Block.
He got into his bag a little bit. I see you, young fella.
I was going to say, showing off the moves there. But you talked about it, a guy that can score at a really high level and making that transition from being a big-time scorer to what he is now, kind of a guy that comes off the bench, plays some spot minutes.
Yep.
It doesn't get a ton of time. As Satterfield will line up another triple. Front of the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound. Great hustle there by the Eagles.
Talking to Coach Farringer before the game, that's what they hope for. Block was the scorer in high school. They've had to slow him down. In this game, it's like, hey, let's speed you back up, young fella. You've shown your way. You've earned some more minutes. You've earned some more trust. Let's get back to your scoring ways. And then when you have the whole team, like I said, these are what these games are about. You get young players and players that don't play as big of a role to get more confidence. So when the whole team is together, you're even stronger. I think the San Antonio Spurs were one of the first ones to use kind of that load management, if you will, all the time in big games. They would sit out some of their best players and empower their kind of role players. And next thing you know, when the whole team's together, they're that much better and that much more confident.
Second foul on Bodie Hume. Right back into the game is Zach Block. And you talk about that low neck, talk about those Spurs team. I mean, how many big shots did a guy like Patty Mills hit in the playoffs? Where, he's not one of those guys that you necessarily think is going to take that big shot, but gives these guys the confidence to go out there and take it when they get their opportunity.
Yeah, and it's hard for those guys to take those shots when you do have a team at full strength because that's not their role when the team is at full strength. So it's a cool thing to be able to see tonight. Some of these young guys and players that don't play as much step up, transition, fast break, speaking of, and stepped up all the way up above the rim, almost an and-one alley-oop dunk, but got a little bit undercut. Glad nobody got hurt on that one. That looked like you back in the day, jumping above the rim.
What, the guy that down at the other end of the court
that
fell?
Yeah, I don't know if he'd had the confidence to throw that lob earlier in the season again. The freshman Block is the one who threw that pass, and rewarding the big fella for running the floor. You always want to give him those opportunities.
John Cooch makes the first free throw for Northern and Colorado. He struggled there, just 45% on the season, 19 of 42 coming into tonight's game. Second free throw good as well. One thing that we do want to make notice of, you notice this bright orange basketball. It is a new basketball that will be used throughout the Big Sky Conference here this year, the Wilson Next Evo NXT. So it has a little bit of shine to it, if you'd say. The Bears might want to keep that one around.
So far, the way it's going in, they definitely want to keep that around. They're glad that they're using this new basketball because it goes in about 9 out of 10 times for Northern Colorado right now. From way downtown, gets another one, number 4 for Cookshausen, showing a little bit of the range there.
34-12, 9 minutes to play. Cookshausen has 4 triples in the first half.
Another one of those guys that even though the scouting report says shooter to a team like Northern New Mexico, I don't know that they're used to seeing a shooter that shoots at the same rate and level of accuracy as one of the best shooters in the country in Cookshausen.
We just saw Zambrano get his first look at a triple. That one popped in and out. Again, a guy that's shooting out sub 60%, but a good sample size for him, 21 and 36 now on the season. A little pressure now. We've seen a lot of different defenses here from Northern New Mexico trying to slow this Bears team down. Jared Perez is checked in for the Eagles, 6-foot sophomore from Chihuahua, Mexico.
I think one thing Coach Smiley and staff are saying in the huddle is doesn't matter what defense they're in, they can't guard us. So let's continue to be aggressive offensively, make the right plays, go get extra opportunities, big fella, and keep sharing the basketball because we'll be able to score when we want to.
Cookshausen again, too strong, and collision for the rebound. John Cooch running over everybody, comes up with it. Bryce Kennedy on the attack, and off the window, scores it.
One of those plays that you saw multiple guys, even on that replay, going after a loose ball. Awesome stuff from Northern Colorado.
The Eagles take over, 36-12 the score. Perez with the left-handed dribble near side. Zambrano has it. Cookshausen fights through some screens. It's like chasing a mirror image of yourself outside the three-point line for Cookshausen.
Yeah, he knows all the secrets on that. He knows how to guard it because he knows how he doesn't like to be guarded. So he did a good job on that.
Block amongst the trees, fights off 3 Eagles for the rebound. Matt Johnson the second, quickly in transition to the rim.
Nice, showing a burst of speed and acceleration to the rim in transition from Matt Johnson.
And that's one thing that's a really, it's an easy skill to work on by yourself. That change of pace that he just showed right there. He looked like he was just going to walk it up there, and then he just hit that extra gear. Just something that if the kids are watching this game, that's something you can work on by yourself. Changing gears, changing speed. Great job there by Matt Johnson the second.
He's easier said than done. He makes it look easy, but he didn't accelerate when he first got the ball. I think that's the trick, right? You kind of get your glide speed, so to speak, and then you can accelerate when the defender comes. Another tough shot made by Northern New Mexico, Tyreek Weaver, another representative of the DFW Metroplex. Some people are calling it the Mecca of basketball right now. I don't know how you feel about that, but there's a lot of buzz out there right now.
I think Greeley's the Mecca of basketball right now. I mean, we were named the capital of bad beats there by
according to Scott Van Pelt.
Scott Van Pelt and Stanford Steve.
Nice pass.
Collegiate athletics. Had a couple ones here in Greeley that ended up on the segment Bad Beats there by Scott Van Pelt and Stanford Steve.
Yes.
2 weeks in a row.
From the same spot.
Exactly right. As John Cooch can't connect on a pair
both
there.
wins for Northern Colorado, which is what the fans and coaches care about. But if you are into that betting kind of thing, the lines were broken because of some game-ending shots that the opponents made from the same spot.
Nice drive there on the attack by Perez, and Northern Colorado couldn't control the defensive rebound as Theo Hughes returns for Core Jungkook.
So, yeah, shout out to Scott Van Pelt, showing a little love to Greeley, Colorado, putting us on the map.
38-14, the advantage kicked away by Cuxhausen.
Yeah, done a great job again defensively. 30% from the field. Northern Mexico is to 77 for Northern Colorado. Just complete domination on the defensive and offensive end for the Bears so far this half.
Howard Jr. got a good look at it, couldn't quite find it. Trayshawn Smoots is checked in for Northern Colorado. Matt Johnson, the second three ball off the mark, no good. And Perez secures for the Eagles. Howard Jr. in the front court. Dumps it inside to Thomas, and it's tipped away by Hughes. 5:53 to play in the first half. Satterfield Jr. will check back in. We talked about Northern New Mexico a little bit. Ryan Cordova in his 12th season as the head coach was the coach of the year in 2015 there. He also serves as the AD for Northern New Mexico. Just a tough dual role there. He's added 7 sports in 6 years for this Eagles program, so he's done a great job there in Northern New Mexico getting this program built and put on the map.
Yeah, they're really trying to continue to build. I mean, it sounds like talking to the assistant coach, associate head coach, that they're trying to build housing. That's a big hurdle that once they get over, they feel like they can really make a jump and maybe even compete to be a Division II and make that transition upward. But the NAI level, a level that's kind of a unloved and a forgotten level. So credit to this staff and this team for continuing to compete and build in an upward trajectory. They're 5-2 on the year so far for their level of play. These games for them do not count. They're more exhibition, but they're 5-2, have a winning record. So they're excited about what they're building there.
Well, and then the learning opportunities in these exhibition games, you get to play so many of these games. I mean, it doesn't always look pretty. As you see a turnover there as Cuxhausen lines it up and off the mark there, and Hughes is going to get whistled for the personal foul. So as we talked about, the Bears started 7 of 8 from the three-point line.
Yep.
Not as easy now, but
they'll take that shot 10 out of 10 times, though, from him.
No question about it. When you get an open look like that with one of the top shooters in the country pulling the trigger, you're going to, as you said, take it 10 out of 10 times. Trent Hudgens will check back in here, next dead ball. Howard Jr. controls. Comes near side. Satterfield looking the post for Thomas. He's displaced by Hughes. Howard off the screen. Step back jumper off the window, no good. Hughes is there for the rebound for the Bears. Matt Johnson, the second in transition. On the attack, gets deep into the paint. Turnaround jumper, muscles his way up, but he's fouled by Howard Jr., I believe. They do get the junior out of Pasadena, California.
Yeah, I love that part about Matt Johnson's game. He's just such a poised offensive player. He looked for his teammates, stops on the dime, kind of pivots and shows off his post game. He loves that little stop on the dime, pivot back, go over the shoulder as if he's showing his post game. And when he pushes in transition and touches the paint, I believe every single time we've seen it this season at home, great things happen. Most of the time, he's one that gives it up before because he's always looking to advance the ball. But when he touches the paint, good things happen for him or a teammate. Rarely ever does he make a poor decision in transition or in the half court for that matter.
85% free throw shooter makes them both for Northern Colorado, 40-14. The Bears are on top.
Yeah, I think one thing even defensively, I mean, you can have lapses. You can get bored. Again, they contested that three. They've really been locked in. I give them credit for almost every single possession, both sides of the floor. So give credit to Northern Colorado on that.
Trent Hudgens lines one up and buries
another three ball in the corner. Great pass from Bodie Hume. Trent Hudgens gets his first three of the evening. Another three for Northern Colorado Bears. It is ugly sweater night. I don't know if it's like make it rain night as well, but it is a little bit of both here in the Bank of Colorado Arena.
Hughes with a big-time block. Hudgens gets to the paint, goes off the window. He's so you had to adjust on the fly once again.
Yeah, no doubt.
And you come back here tonight and are playing really, really well right out the gates. Jamel Melvin's checked in for the first time, the sophomore from McLean, Virginia.
And to your point, you just want to be able to go home, feeling great about it so you can build that confidence. The mental part of the game, as we know. And one, nice pass from Trent Hudges. And one for John Cooch. He's been shooting the free throw well today, so we'll see him convert here again, hopefully, from the line. 2 of 4. He made 2 of 2 earlier. Let's see if we can get that third one to go in here.
Nice feed there, as you said, by Hudgens.
The Evo's been good so far for Northern Colorado. If you get 50 at the half, that's on pace for a 100-point game.
Another offensive rebound for Northern Colorado. Trayshawn Smooch inside to Melvin. Melvin wants to go to work on Thomas, gets a little step, goes across the paint, muscles it up. John Cooch is there and scores again.
Looked like it could have been another and one. 2 offensive rebounds that possession. One by Bodie Hume off the free throw and another by John Cooch with the putback.
Their 6th offensive rebound of the game. And when you've missed 8 shots and you have 6 offensive rebounds, and then 10 shots and now 6 out, that's a good offensive rebounding percentage. Hume in transition, 3-ball up, off the mark, no good.
Great miss, though. It's one of those, when you watch Steph Curry when he shoots, when he misses, normally it's one of those where it's like, wait a minute, is it still going in? It's kind of those in and out, kind of a miss there from Bodie Hume. Love to see that he shot that shot and didn't hesitate.
Howard gets into the paint, goes off the window. Good patience there by Howard.
Even though Howard makes the shot, the degree of difficulty so far for Northern New Mexico has been really high. I mean, every shot contested, every shot feels like it doesn't have high percentage chance to go in, and Northern Colorado's done a great job of really disrupting them offensively.
2:18 to play, 47-16. Hudgens throws the lob
nice
again.
Nice pass.
Thomas again whistled for the personal foul. He's second.
Great 2-man game. I'll give the guards that are normally off the bench, or they were off the bench tonight again. Hudgens, along with Block, have done a great job in pick and roll situations of finding John Cooch, which again, these little things, the game within the game. The coaches are going to look back at this film and say, what are some things that actually translate to Big Sky play when we come back? Those little plays like those definitely can translate because you have shooting all over the floor. People are worried about kind of tagging the roller. So John Cooch, being able to find him on those rolls, really big key for some of the guards that are coming off the bench here for Northern Colorado.
Another offensive rebound off the free throw for Bodie Hume, battling in there. Chano Herrera is checked in for the first time. The 6'4" freshman is turned over. Howard Jr. with the play, and he's going to throw the lob here to Satterfield off the window. Nice play there by Northern New Mexico in transition.
Lob looked a little bit different, but I like it. Wasn't quite above the rim like John Cooch, but great pass and good defense by them to contest and block that 3 pull-up by Hudgens.
Smoots buries the 3 for Northern Colorado. Hits the 50-point mark for the Bears, 50-18. Trayshawn Smoots played a season-high 13 minutes, had 7 points against Washington State. A lot of that having to do with the Dalen Coots injury, but Smoots started 8 games last year, a really good player for Northern Colorado.
Yeah, he's a guy that you hope with this game can get some confidence. He's been in a little bit of the doghouse with the staff, not because of anything other than just you had high expectation from a guy who started a year ago. He's showing there he can really make the 3 and can play. I mean, played some vital minutes last year, played an important role in last year's team, and so a little bit of disappointment from the coaching staff just in terms of maybe his approach and his production early on in the preseason, but hopefully this can kind of get him ignited as we see Bryce Kennedy gets his turn from 3. I don't know if there's a person who hasn't hit a 3 yet. I mean, I think we just got to get Alvin one and then we're good.
We don't need any of that.
You might look like the guys at halftime when they were shooting with the goggles on.
They were better than me. I'd be in that TO category.
Good shot there from Kennedy. Being able to show he has a little bit of range. Again, this is one of those confidence-building games. You've seen multiple guys make 3s tonight that normally don't even take them. Speaking of 3, I've never seen a roll quite like that. I'll let Alvin break that one down.
Satterfield Jr. Saw that one, let it go. It died on the heel there, and he had a smile on his face to go.
I don't think he's seen it either. I don't think he's seen that either.
But hey, you take it.
You
take it any way you can get it. 5-second differential, 53-21 the score. Trayshawn Smoots controls with the right hand, bounces it to Bodie on the back cut. Bodie in the lane, bounces it up.
Nice pass, nice fake. A little bit of the chemistry from last year's starting lineup.
Herrera open for a 3 to end the half, and he's got it in the corner. His night done, obviously, but hope he is okay and can move forward here this season. As Howard off the start looks at a 3 from straight away, and it's a little short. Northern Colorado again controlling the glass. John Cooch and Northern Colorado goes to the right wing to Matt Johnson, the second. Wants to isolate. He'll get a wide open 3-ball look. It's short, and the rebound tapped out of bounds off of Bodie Hume. Each team misses a 3 on their opening possession. This is a Eagles team that averages just over 79 points a game, so they could score. They're looking for a lob here on the backside. They get it, and that's Jamal Harris going high to pull that one down and score on the left. You could hear the coaching staff to our left. Yeah. They had that one scouted. It's a good pass there by the Eagles.
And they were able to convert not on a dunk, but still got the points. We talked about focus to start the game. I think that's a big key when you're up 55-24 at the half. Can you come out of the half and get the focus? And there you see, focus is back with another Cookshausen 3. He makes it look easy.
He really does. His 5th 3 of the contest.
One thing about when his threes go in, it's like splash or not at all.
Working his way towards his season high hit, 8 threes against Colorado College.
We were here for that night.
Third personal foul on Bodie Hume. And that's one thing here so far this season that has really kind of hurt Northern Colorado and Bodie Hume, especially being able to get in rhythm, is he's battled a little bit of foul trouble. That's maybe one thing he'll want to work on going forward into this Big Sky Conference, his ability to stay on the court and not pick up those touch fouls and make himself a more of a threat for Northern Colorado.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this break's going to be really good for him. Again, just physically, mentally be able to recharge for the whole team. They've had a really challenging schedule. Another one from long range. He dials it up again. Matt Johnson showing off his range. It's a 3-point shooting contest between teammates right now in Bank of Colorado Arena.
61-28.
Kind of one of those, anything you can do, I can do better. One of those, like back in the day with the Jordan and Larry Bird kind of shooting contest, from shooting from the rafters and trick shots. They're not quite trick shots. They're just 3. Here's another one dialed up. Bodie Hume. This is 3 threes in a row to start the half. Timeout, Northern New Mexico. I don't know if we have a fire extinguisher in the building, but they might need one.
We might need to call the fire marshal. It's 64-28, 17:58 to play. You're watching Big Sky Basketball on ESPN+. 64-28 out of the first timeout, 17:58 play here in the second half. Northern Colorado lights out right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, speaking of lights out, we got special shout out to Matt Johnson, graduated over the semester. So big deal getting his bachelor's degree, finishing at the semester, being a student athlete, showing off. He was excited about his graduation and probably relieved some stress for him to play even more free from now on too, knowing he has that college degree.
Cookshausen wide open, off the heel, too strong, and Satterfield Jr. had it. Bodie Hume had it. It rolls into the backcourt, and Bryce Kennedy just throws it into the front court as he got body checked there by Thomas. Matt Johnson to the second free ball, got it.
The college graduate showing off. The pass from Cookshausen. He could have shot it from the Big Sky logo. Passes to his teammates, showing the unselfishness. It is raining in the Bank of Colorado Arena tonight.
15 now for Matt Johnson, the second. Thomas open, bypasses the three. Satterfield Jr. on the attack, gets in the lane, off the window. John Cooch rattled that one a little bit, and the Bears look to run. Hume, three ball from the wing, is left short, no good, and Satterfield Jr. corrals the rebound.
What did they say about this new basketball? What is it called? The Evo?
The Evo NXT.
Man, this NXT is really, really bear friendly, it looks like.
It absolutely is. Here, first time we've seen him use it again. I think it's a league-wide Big Sky Conference. It's signed with Wilson, and this is the ball they'll be using as Hume drives baseline and is bodied up. And let's see who the foul's on here. I believe that's going to be on Weaver again. That's number 3 on Weaver. Only one other game in the Big Sky Conference on the men's side here. Portland State just about set to tip off against Utah State. Portland State 3-6 on the year, 1-4 away. Utah State 8-4, 3-2 at home. 3 ball again for Matt Johnson. The second, that one spins out. Had that one about 50% of the way down.
Portland State playing Utah State. I got a chance to see Utah State play BYU. Really talented Utah State team. And Portland State, coached by Jace Colburn, first-year head coach, was an assistant similar to Coach Smiley, was able to get promoted, and is one of only 2 coaches in NCAA of Asian descent. So shout out to Jace Colburn, kind of breaking down some walls and some barriers there. And the other one is Mike Magpayo, who just got named head coach at UC Riverside. So the first time you've seen coaches of Asian descent as head coaches in NCAA men's basketball.
That ball's tapped away as Thomas tries to track it down. John Cooch does. Mad scramble, good screen from Kennedy. Now they're going to sweaters that they could procure.
Or not finest, if you will. Procure, that was a good word choice right there. You thought I didn't catch that.
It's limited vocabulary here for me. Thomas steps inside the 3-point line. He's off the mark, no good.
I've never heard anyone use procure in a sentence, in an everyday sentence, so I'm going to say that that's not limited vocabulary.
Cookshausen on the drive. It's tipped away and picked up by Herrera here near side. Satterfield front court, picked up by Matt Johnson the second. Thought about the 3. Goes far side to Harris. Harris puts his body into John Cooch, and he'll earn a trip to the stripe. And maybe that's one where, maybe that's not a foul on core John Cooch, but being aggressive got you that foul call.
Yeah, he literally threw his body into him, almost gave the refs no choice but to call it. Cookshausen was a little bit of a baseline drive. You want to kind of hit that drift pass. He decided to kind of circle it back to the top of the key and unfortunately turned it over.
Harris free throw rattles out, no good. Northern Colorado women's basketball team just finished up their preseason. They're on their Christmas break. Got a big win at Abilene Christian, 70-58. They're second in the Big Sky Conference defensively, giving up just 59 points a game. They'll open up on New Year's Day against Southern Utah here in Greeley. We come out and support the women's basketball squad on New Year's Day, and first-year head coach Kristen Matteo. Extra pass. Matt Johnson the second, trying to return the favor. Rebound tapped around, and Bodie Hume picks up number 4 on the offensive glass. And he looks over.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, he looks over immediately at Steve Smiley and says, hey, that's 4 on me. So he knows that he picked up that one, being aggressive here. And, obviously in this game, 36-point lead right now for Northern Colorado. Probably not going to come down to a Bodie Hume 3-ball at the end, but you do want to get him playing at a high level before moving into conference play.
Yeah, and sometimes it's just teachable moments. He's trying to be aggressive. He's trying to help his team. And it's probably one of those. You got to pick your battles. Not worth it to pick up that next foul, but it will give some other guys some opportunity to earn some minutes. And Joe Satterfield, another 3 for him. He's played very well for Northern New Mexico. By far has been their leader on the floor tonight. 15
for Satterfield in the contest. Mushy zone, matchup zone. It looks like Kennedy's going to line up a 3-ball for Northern
Another
Colorado.
One. It is still raining threes in the Bank of Colorado Arena.
Number 2 for Bryce Kennedy here tonight. And we saw him last year in Big Sky Conference play get called upon with some injuries and some COVID issues last year. He came up and stepped up big, hit some threes for the Bears. So that's a shot he can make. Good pass there along the baseline, but good recovery defense by Theo Hughes, but it's knocked out of bounds by Hughes. But again, just the weapons go up and down this line. And that's one thing that we really haven't gotten into with this team. Big bulk of this team, if they want to, can be back again next year because of the bonus year of eligibility that's been given to all these guys because of last year's COVID. A lot of these guys, Matt Johnson II, Bodie Hume, Dalen Koontz, they could all come back and play for Coach Smiley if that's an option here for a lot of them. A lot of them may want to go and test the waters overseas and play some professional basketball, probably on the line and down the line for some of these guys. But this Bear squad could be even bigger and better a season from now.
Yeah, well. you look at Southern Utah, who they play on January 1st, and that's what they've done. They've basically had their whole team back that won a conference championship in this league, and they're trying to go for having a chance to go dancing because they didn't get to go dancing last year. So UNC could do something very similar to that. And then you always have the bonus of adding pieces as well with the transfer portal and with recruiting and the way rosters go. So, and they've already signed 2 really good players from Colorado Prep, same school that Block, our freshman, went to, that will be really good additions as well.
Herrera for the Eagles, back out to Harris. Satterfield with the shot clock at 10, wants the screen from Thomas. On the attack, Satterfield shuffled his feet to turnover by the Eagles. They've been pretty low turnover here tonight, just 9 for the Eagles with 13:10 to play. Trayshawn Smoots returns for Northern Colorado.
Yeah, another one of these lineups where, I mean, you rarely ever and may never see this lineup on the floor at the same time, but great for these young men and great for this team to be able to continue to get more quality minutes in games in front of a crowd with the lights on, to be able to get these young men some confidence and some experience as they get ready for Big Sky play.
Nearly turned over by the Bears, back out to Block. Zach's had a nice night here tonight. Smoots into Hughes. Hughes wants to go to work. Double team comes. Hughes spins out and lost it. And it'll stay with Northern Colorado with 6 seconds to shoot. 12:45 to play in the basketball game. Northern Colorado never really threatened in this game. Smoots another 3-ball.
Ow! From way downtown, from the Big Sky logo, showing why he was a starter last year, showing some flashes of the young fella that he was last year. We know he's got it in there. We would love to see more of that from Smoots.
Herrera will line up a 3, try to knock down his second of the night, and Hudgens on the backside. Trenton Hudgens Jr. now controls the fast break. He's going to attack the paint, gets in the lane, little floater off the windows, up and in for Trenton Hudgens Jr.
Showed another burst in transition. If I'm not mistaken, a Division I transfer from the transfer portal was at Santa Clara, transferred over, has showed some flashes of being able to really find teammates and create for others. A very unselfish player with some great speed and transition.
Transition again, Block gets cut off, good defense there. Smoots sets his feet, lines up a 3 and left that one short, and you get excited because you think every one of these ones is going to go in.
It feels like it right now. It's one of those nights.
The way they're shooting, 11:43 to play. They lead by 31, 75-34. Excuse me, that's 41. My math's off a little bit. We'll go out of bounds. We've got a timeout. 75-34, Northern Colorado in control. You're watching Big Sky basketball on ESPN+. 75-34, Northern Colorado leads by 41 here against Northern New Mexico. As the Bears control the basketball, 3 players in double figures, nearly 6, a trio with 8 points as well. John Cooch, Kennedy, and Zach Block for the Bears. It's been a balanced attack. You like what you've seen. You've hit 17 threes in this contest.
Yeah, it's always a great night when you hit 17 threes. And shout out to the crowd tonight at Bank of Colorado Arena. Has been a really almost full house, minus the student section on the baseline, but full crowd here tonight. Don't have the exact number on it, but definitely has played a factor tonight in this game, making it rain, along with the Evo new basketball.
Howard goes bounce past Herrera in the middle of the Gutierrez, or excuse me, Hernandez Ruiz up and scores 4-2. The little pressure turnover turns into points for Northern New Mexico, and Keys will be whistled with the reach-in foul. That's number 2 on Keyshawn Keys. Just under 11 minutes to play here in the contest. Yeah, a little bit too much body there. 2-3 zone by the Eagles. There's a block finds Smoots, comes near side Hudgens. Drive baseline, nice pass into Bryce Kennedy in the middle, and Kennedy's in double figures with 10 for Northern Colorado.
Nice pass, way to attack the middle. Anytime you're playing against a 2-3 zone, you always want to attack the middle by the dribble or by the pass. Great pass there from Hudgens and great finish by Kennedy.
You talked a little bit earlier about the strength and conditioning for Northern Colorado. Bryce Kennedy came in last year, good frame on him. He's only added to that here in the offseason, his first full year in college. He's got a tie-up underneath Kennedy and Herrera.
Yeah, he's had a couple moments. He got an illegal screen, he had a loose ball, he had a wrestled rebound right there where he's almost kind of flexed a little bit. He got that rebound and looked down like, hey, man, don't you know I've been in the weight room? He's feeling good about himself, and that's what you want. I mean, that's what you love to see, that transformation from a young player kind of.
There is a foul on Block, his first. Free throws for Harris is off the mark, no good. Harris, pretty good free throw shooter.
Playing on the playground. They don't play on the playground much anymore, but playing back on the playground in open gyms, we would say ball don't lie. So you didn't get both, so maybe that means the referee was wrong. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe he just missed the free throw.
Splits a pair there, 40-point advantage for Northern Colorado. Trying to isolate it over top. Keys off the screen on the attack with the left hand. Hernandez Ruiz is going to come set the screen with 10 to shoot, 10:06 to play in the basketball game. Keys lost it, and Harris is there, but he steps on the sideline. A turnover by the Eagles.
Good defensive stand by Northern Colorado. A lot of one-on-one individual defense. Keep your man in front of you and force the turnover.
Melvin Hudgens, Trayshawn Smoots, Bryce Kennedy, and Zach Block for Northern Colorado.
Still
Block.
zoned by Northern New Mexico.
They get it to Smoots in the corner, lines it up and knocks it in.
There's another one. 3 ball in the corner. That puts him in double figures now with 11 points. Now 5 Bears in double figures. Great night for offense and defense for the Bears.
Yeah, Trayshawn's been good from beyond the three-point line. For UNC, that's his third, 80-37, 9:28 still to play. Herrera had it nearly stolen. A 3-ball by Harris is off the mark. Keys goes high for the rebound. Good rebound there on the offensive glass for Keyshawn Keys, the freshman guard from Las Cruces, New Mexico. Nearly lost it on the turnovers. Zambrano's been quiet here today. Hasn't really been a factor. He's been suffocated by this Bears defense as a 3 by Harris at the horn is good.
Tough shot. Got to give him credit because he made it. But, again, suffocating defense by the Bears really has taken Northern New Mexico out of whatever offensive rhythm that they want. And they have to take high degree of difficulty shots like that one.
That's one with the shot clock winding down. You just got to throw up kind of a prayer. It was answered on that one with Block controlling for Northern Colorado. Bounce to Kennedy at the free throw line. Right back out to Zach Block. He'll line up a 3-ball. And
another one. As if DJ Khaled was here performing at Bank of Colorado Arena. It's another one.
Block's third triple of the contest.
Are we at 23s now? Do you get like a chalupas or what do we got here? Free taco night? Wing Shack. Okay, Wing Shack. I like it.
83-40, 8:10 to played in the contest. Northern Colorado is lights out here tonight from the 3-point line.
There's just something about the psychology of basketball and psychology of sports. And when you see the ball go in a game for all these different players from Northern Colorado who have made threes tonight, you have to feel good going into conference play, knowing that you have some of your reserve players that don't necessarily play starters minutes that feel confident about their ability to make a three. And now coach can feel more confident about their ability to make a three in a game.
Smoots finds Melvin cutting to the basket, and it's thrown away off the fingertips of Jamel Melvin. 19 threes closing in on the all-time record of 23 set against Colorado College. And Trent Harris hit 11 of them by himself. 7.5 to play.
At 83 with 7.5 to go, do they get 100?
I would think so. On the drive, scooping it up and in. is Bruno Geddes, the 6'4" redshirt sophomore. A good move there by Gedges. Smoot's trying to find Hughes there at the high post. He's got Perez on him. As Hudgens will drive. Little probing baseline, gets it to Smoots. Smoots on the drive, kicks back out to Hudgens. Hudgens bypasses the three. Smoots will fire a triple from the corner, left it front of the rim, no good. Jamel Melvin high for the rebound for UNC. Hudgens, three ball, got it!
Hudgens got 1, 2. Another Bear from 3. 23s on the evening. It is going down.
Hudgens, second of the contest for UNC. Add 3 more to the total, 86-42. Perez on the drive with the left hand. Hands it off to Zambrano. Geddes, who just scored, is going to fire a step-back jumper. No good. And head coach Steve Smiley urging his team to play with pace. You can hear him still calling for it. Extra pass in the corner. Smoots has another one. Lines it up, and it bounces out. But there's Melvin again for Northern Colorado. He's
nice
knocked
hustle,
to the turf.
Melvin. Nice hustle. Nice hustle.
On the far side.
Yeah, you just continue to see. You almost have 3 point guards on the floor. 3 guys that have played point guard in their career, and the unselfishness. And then you have 2 bigs kind of cleaning up the glass. I don't think they're going to let up from taking threes, especially while the other team continues to play zone, despite the fact that Northern Colorado has. Normally, you want to play zone to stop. Anyway, let me stop.
His block thought about the three, trying to get to Hughes at the high post. It goes through his wickets. And on the drive, Harris on the drive, scoops it up with the right hand, no good. But nice follow by Satterfield, and he's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Fouls on Trayshawn Smoots for Northern Colorado. First foul on Trayshawn.
Satterfield's been really good all evening. Their most consistent player, has led him in scoring, has made threes, has made intangible plays. There you see him clean up the glass, picking up another and one. Yeah, just want to keep Northern Colorado the focus. They've been great for almost 40 minutes. You see these little turnovers, these little kind of mishaps. Some guys that don't normally play those minutes, but at the same time, you want to see those guys continue to focus as they finish this game out.
Hudgens has it in transition after the Thomas miss on the drive. Block's got it. Block's going to fire another one. Up, no good. Melvin and Hughes wrestle for it. Hughes shuttles it out, and it goes through the hands of Thomas. Smoots will wisely slow things up in the backcourt for Northern Colorado.
Great hustle. Great hustle. Love to see the aggression for loose balls from all these guys to be able to go attack it. Great pass, big man to big man. Theo Hughes got a great shot at the rim. May have gotten fouled. Didn't quite get the finish there.
Looks like Bryce Kennedy will replace Theo Hughes as Hughes got blocked underneath. Couldn't get it to go.
Jamel Melvin at 6'11", showing his ability to pass on the interior of the zone. But the pass to the big man, Theo Hughes, unfortunately couldn't convert.
Perez onto the baseline, too. Weaver, who's checked back in, step back jumper. And you talked about it, the degree of difficulty on these shots that Northern New Mexico has hit has got to be at an 8.9 if I was judging.
I love that, 8.9. I don't know where you got that from, but I think you might be pretty close to right. I can't argue with that.
Hudgens stepped on the baseline. And
more trust, more minutes for the future so they can get further in the rotation.
Perez will bring it across the timeline. Gets it to Weaver, squares up on Kennedy, little jab step back again, buries it for
straight
Weaver.
Out of Carmelo Anthony's book of bag work. I mean, that is not an easy shot. The face-up jab, ISO at the elbow, you just got to give him credit for that degree of difficulty shot.
Attendance 1,293 tonight here in Bank of Colorado Arena. Great turnout for this pre-holiday matchup. Smoots bypasses the three.
That's actually what I meant.
Back in the day, the "he's on fire" chant there.
And I said they should be going for twos and et cetera, but go for the record. 23 threes is the record. Let's go for it.
There's one more, and it's off the mark. And who's got the rebound? Battle for it, ends up in the hands of Satterfield. Satterfield on the attack. He's going to muscle one up. Will they count it? No shot. The foul will be whistled on Zach Block, I believe. It is on Block. And Block's played well here tonight for Northern Colorado. You talked about the opportunity with Dalen because Zach's played a little bit throughout this year. He's a freshman getting his feet wet, and he's gotten some good minutes, but real extended minutes tonight here for the freshman. He's looked good.
Yeah, again, a freshman from Colorado Prep, kind of a new prep school in Colorado, in the Denver area, has really we have 2 signees coming from Colorado Prep as well next year. So a great program put together there by Colorado grad Xavier Silas, who is now in the G League coaching with the Pistons. The offensive coordinator, if I'm not mistaken, does a tremendous job and will be a fabulous head coach when he gets his opportunity. But, yeah, Zach Block has been really good. And, again, Coach Farringer kind of talked about it before the game. His ability to buy into the role and be slowed down has been good. Now they want to speed him up, and he's done a good job of being aggressive from the beginning of the game, hitting his first 3, and still showing that unselfishness, hitting John Crute on a couple early dishes as well.
Keys checks back in. Hudgens, Kennedy, Melvin, Smoots, and Block for Northern Colorado. Keys, Harris. That's Weaver at the top of the key, who's hit a couple tough shots. He's going to drive, he's going to lay one up, and he can't get it to go, but he's fouled by Melvin.
Yeah, Weaver's got a little bit of a mismatch there. Weaver's started the game as the 4 and is going against Melvin, who's a 5 at 6'11", and kind of showing a little bit of his versatility. Hit a couple tough jumpers on the face-up. Now he's showing that hesitation and drive to get to the basket. Nice move there.
Free throw up and good.
Part of the reason why it was probably a nice move is because he's also from Dallas, as we mentioned earlier. So my bias comes out again. Hardly home, but always repping.
Second free throw off the mark. Hudgens high for the rebound. Split the defense. To Smoots, extra pass, Block, 3-ball, short, no good. David Chaluka with the rebound. A wide open 3 in transition, misses everything for Weaver.
You hear coaches talk about all the time, you don't have a man in transition. So that time, the man with the ball is left wide open. Doesn't matter if it's your man or not. We want to make sure everybody's covered for and accounted for.
2:48 to play, 36-point advantage for Northern Colorado. Kennedy swings it to Smoots. Smoots on the attack to Melvin. Melvin low block, wants to go to work. Jamel's going to step through.
Nice move, Melvin. Nice muscle, nice move, nice step through. Good pass by Smoots there to find the big man inside. I think everybody that's played in the game today has scored except maybe Theo Hughes. Has he scored yet?
I think Hughes is the only one that is not on the score sheet. It's a turnover by the Eagles.
88 points, 2 minutes and 14 seconds left. The Bears have just been scorching from the field all game long and have held Northern New Mexico to 34% on the evening.
And I'm going to honestly say that's an impressive 34% with some of these shots that Northern New Mexico's hit. They have been forced to hit tough shots, and they've been able to do so. Harris has hit a couple. We've saw Weaver hit a couple step backs. You mentioned the Carmelo Anthony jab. Satterfield's been good all night. He's going to drive to the rim here with the right hand. No good. Dunked home on the putback by Weaver. Big time ups there by Weaver.
Yeah, that's one of those that great job by Weaver, but one of those where coach is going to look at the film and say, where is our effort on this? There's no way. I don't mind the drive, but there's no way he should get a tip dunk at this point in the game.
Nearly turned over by Hudgens. He comes up with it. He's going to drive to the rim. Left it short. Melvin's there for Northern Colorado. Spins back to the left hand.
Nice job, Melvin. Nice job. Earn the offensive rebound, then go get you a spin and left hand finish inside. 1 minute left in the game. Been a competitive effort from the bench. I believe that's over 30 points from the bench tonight for Northern Colorado. Another one of those stats that coach would be excited about. That's what he probably hoped for coming into this game. And some of these guys could get some quality minutes and prove that they can do it with the lights on.
Hudgens will be whistled for a foul with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Keyshawn Keys got him to bite on the pump fake.
mentioned Carmelo Anthony earlier. I got to give a shout out to Dwayne Wade. That was Dwayne Wade-esque right there with the shot fake, or maybe even Kobe Bryant, the late, great legend Kobe Bryant. Made that shot fake after the dribble, kind of a patented thing.
90-52. Looks like Northern Colorado will fall a little bit short of the three-point record. Still looking to score. Hudgens off the mark, but there's Melvin again for the Bears, and they can back things out. About a 10-second differential. Shot clock to game clock. Smoots bounces it into Jamel, and Melvin was being held. No whistle. Satterfield in transition. He's going to lower his shoulder. Off window is good, and Satterfield is over the 20-point mark. And Smoots will cross the timeline, and Northern Colorado is going to win this one 90-54. It was never in doubt. From the opening tip, the Bears controlled a 3-ball by Cookshausen to get things started. They didn't relent.